Yeah, it's interesting. I know that was comments by the MIF 2 months ago. If you remember, it was pretty dire that the world, one-third of the world economy was going to be in recession. I obviously generally surprised from some of the conversations by many of the CEOs actually cautiously optimistic about the recession. I think the word here in the U.S., is that that executives are talking about a mild recession going into the summer and be able to have that recovery. So to me, you can see already by many of the tech companies here in the U.S. they're starting to have layoffs. We've seen that from many of the larger portions of the companies. The reason why they're having that is they're setting up for the summer, hoping it to be a mild recession that they can then go back and start growing. They're not cutting as much as you think that they were, 5%, 10%, which is still a lot, but not as much that they're going forward, and they're just trying to keep their cash flow positive.
And Ryan, when you talk about a mild recession, I mean, how are we going to see this? How will it manifest itself? I mean, what about employment in the country? There's almost full employment right now. Will that change in the months ahead?
Well, if you ask the Fed wants it to, is trying to increase the unemployment rate to really handle inflation, right? Inflation let me be clear again, that it is cooling off, but still yet to be determined. If that continues to happen and unemployment actually increases, then I think the economy and obviously the recession could be mild. However, when we see, jobs are at where they are right now with the numbers and inflation continues to rise, I think that is where we're going to see that recipe of it won't be a mild recession. It'll take a little longer for the U.S. to recover, especially around businesses. And that's the tricky part here. We're going to find out here with the Fed meeting here in late January and February months to see how the Fed reacts. And it is going to play a domino effect.